Is CM Punk coming back to WWE? Hi, I'm Wyatt, and I'm going to talk about wrestling. There's been a lot of speculation about CM Punk's future ever since he was unceremoniously fired from AEW for beating up Luke Perry's son, which is the funniest way to get fired from a job, maybe ever. After his firing, people obviously expected some big tirade, maybe legal action, but none of that really came. Punk took it quietly like he has never taken anything before. So it's interesting to see basically nothing from his end. Legally, it makes a lot of sense. But, given his actions in the past and the way he's handled similar scenarios, it's interesting. I guess he doesn't have a podcast to go on this time. But none of that answers the question. Is he going to WWE? He's been teasing it. Maybe. If you look at some of his Instagram stories from the past week or so, there's maybe references, sneaky little ways of talking about the WWE. He posted one today of Dr. Doom. I don't remember exactly what it says. I'll put it somewhere. But, on that one, it looks like, is he talking about the WWE? There's another one. It's mostly just old comic panels that vaguely you could make the argument that, oh, that's a reference to WWE, but it's not actually. But CM Punk's the type of guy who always puts in those sneaky little references. He is a mastermind, a wrestling mastermind. I wouldn't put it out of the question that he is planting the seeds and he's seeking these out to put him in there. Is it the truth? I don't know, but I don't think it's, complete fiction to say that these could be teases. And that's not even to mention the WWE side of things. On WWE programming, there's been a lot of weird half references to Punk, straight up quotes from CM Punk. Corey Graves saying the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing you people he didn't exist. That's a direct CM Punk quote, and it's not like it's this old niche one, because it was brought up a year ago at All Out when MJF returned. For Corey Graves to bring that up, that's a weird quote to just kind of bring up out of nowhere. Obviously, the relationship between WWE and CM Punk didn't end on very good terms, but it's almost been 10 years. Sure, they fired the man on his wedding day, and he said all this crap about how much he hates WWE, but time does heal all wounds, and now that he may be disgruntled at a certain elite group of wrestlers, he might do anything in his power to get back at them. A lot of people are speculating a return for Punk at Survivor Series since it's in Chicago. They could do just a closing segment where it's just him. He's the main attraction. I mean, they're gonna sell out Survivor Series no matter what. But the more and more they ramp up these teases for Punk in the next month and a half, I can see the excitement for Survivor Series going up a ton, which is exactly what they want. WWE is maybe the hottest it's been in 30 years, and that's in no small part due to the way they've structured their programming and building these long-term storylines where people can truly invest in a character. CM Punk fits the way WWE is currently booking things. There's no short-term flip-flopping of titles right now. The reigns are long and focused. The character work is impeccable. Raw exists on the backs of these, 4 great characters. I guess 6 because Sammy and KO are in there. But, Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, Sammy and KO and the Judgment Day. WWE's done such a good job over the past year of building these guys up and making them important. People aren't watching for 1 week of wrestling. They're watching because there's a story that they can follow. CM Punk is maybe the best storyteller in wrestling. You give him a mic every week, people are going to be tuning in. WWE is, like I said, the hottest it's been in so long. CM Punk would not only benefit from that, but help add to it, in my opinion. All this is to say, I'm bearing the lead. Is he gonna come back? I don't know. I don't know. I truly think that he could, and the more I talk about it and think about it, the more it makes sense that Punk could return. What would his return look like? It's hard to say. He's much older now. He's shown that his injury history is not that great. He had 2 big injuries in AEW. His backstage behavior isn't great. How would they handle him? They wouldn't put a title on him. I just don't think they would. He has some fences to mend with people in WWE. How's that going to go? Is he just going to not work with them like he did in AEW? Or does Triple H hold a backstage sort of... Does he command the same sort of thing that Vince did, where he can get people in line even if they don't want to be? Tony Khan didn't have the skills that somebody like a Vince McMahon does, where he can, he can command this respect and he can get people to do things that they might not be inclined to do. That's not a dig at Tony Khan, that's just because he's a different type of person. Overall, I think the idea of a CM Punk return to WWE is interesting because CM Punk's one of the best ever to do it. Obviously, I think people want to see him continue to wrestle because as he showed in his last match, he still got it. Sure, he was with Samoa Joe, all-time great rival, great chemistry, and also Samoa Joe is fucking awesome and he's the best. But that match ruled. That match was awesome. And it's proof that CM Punk still has it, and working a more toned down, less intense style in WWE could work to his benefit. I'm trying not to make this video super long, so long story short, I think the signs are pointing towards CM Punk returning to WWE more than anything. Will it be at Survivor Series? Will it be at the Royal Rumble? I'm not really sure, but I think if I were to place money on it today, you hand me $100 and said you gotta go to Vegas and bet whether or not CM Punk will come back to the WWE, I'm betting on yes. Either way, CM Punk's free agency is a very interesting idea. The past month has really shown that anything's possible, and Edge leaving WWE and going to AEW is kind of proof that anybody can do anything in this wrestling business. I wouldn't count much of anything out. Let me know what you think. Do you want to see CM Punk back in WWE? Do you think he should stay as far away as possible? If you do think he's going to return, when is he going to return? I might do a fantasy booking of his return because it could be fun. But for now, I just want to get this video out of talking about and saying, hey, what's going to happen with Punk? I've been Wyatt. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll talk about wrestling some more later.